Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yaritza Betancourt. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. In today's video, I just kind of wanted to have more of a honest conversation with you guys. If you have been here before, you kind of know my story a little bit, or if you're here because of the title, my miscarriage story that happened about 2.5 months ago. I just kind of wanted to make this video to connect further with some of you that might be going through something similar and might feel alone. I feel like after I announced my miscarriage, I did get an outpouring of support and love. My journey of grief and healing is not over, and I still feel alone a lot of the times because I don't open up about how I'm feeling with friends or family, because I just feel like I don't want to be depressing in conversations with other people. And I know that's kind of like my fault, but I hear from other women. If you don't know, there are a couple of like Facebook groups, secret or private Facebook groups that are dedicated to people who have experienced miscarriages, and just hearing from them how certain things that their friends and family has said to them because they're still grieving. And I just don't want to be on the end receiving of that. I don't want to make conversations awkward. I don't want to be told that I should be over it, or that I'm too depressing to talk to, or anything like that, because those are what I hear from other women. And so if you're feeling anything like that, I just want to talk to you. This video is for you, because I don't want you to feel alone, because we're in this together. There's a lot of us. And for those that have not experienced it and just want to watch this video to see what it's like, then welcome. You can leave your comments in the section below, and let's get into it. So if you're new here and you haven't heard my story, I will link it here for you guys, where I went into detail of exactly what happened to me, which was missed miscarriage. I found out I was pregnant in October, found out that I was possibly having a miscarriage in November. That led to like a whole week of like wandering and praying and worrying and crying, and eventually did have a miscarriage. But it was a really drawn out, long process, something that I was not expecting, something that I've never heard of before. And I guess like my last appointment with my doctor was December 1st. So it's been about 2.5 months from that point, and it has not been easy. I feel like, you know, how do you move on from something like that? Grief that people don't talk about. So I feel like, and if you guys have been with me for a little bit, I really started taking this channel more serious during the holidays. So given the fact that I had a miscarriage right before the holidays, and I just went full speed into Vlogmas 2020, creating 25 videos in 25 days of Christmas, I feel like I really didn't give myself the time or space to grieve. And I feel like at the time it's kind of like what I needed to be able to function in life, because I feel like it was the only reason why I was getting up every day, to make sure that I was filming a video and making a video to upload. But if it wasn't for Vlogmas, I probably would have been like even more depressed, because I felt like I had nothing else going on in my life, especially because it's COVID and I'm not working and we weren't able to travel to visit family or anything like that. So in some ways, I'm happy that I put all my time and energy into Vlogmas. And in another way, like after Vlogmas was over, I felt like this like wave of grief that came back that I kind of wasn't expecting, because in the process of making Vlogmas videos, I had really great days and I felt genuinely happy, and I felt like I was moving on and looking into the future. And honestly, so if you guys don't know, like December 1st was the last appointment, but after that, like your body, like after you have a miscarriage, your body has to recover. And so I thought that I would start trying to conceive like right after my body had recovered. That was my initial thought, but it's not. I feel like I'm not ready to start trying. And I know everyone has their own process. I have heard women who like immediately start trying afterward, but for me, I don't feel ready. I actually have a lot of fears and a lot of anxiety surrounding getting pregnant again. Yes, I have fear that it could happen again because women do experience multiple miscarriages, and I just don't want to be in that position, and I just don't know if I'm ready now to like be pregnant. Like so that's one of my fears, and something that I'm trying to navigate through. And so yeah, I mean, I'm basically just navigating through the process and the aftermath. I feel like a lot of people don't understand. It doesn't matter how much someone explains it. If you haven't been through it, you just don't understand, because it's more than just like, you know, when you lose a loved one, a friend, a parent, or whatever, like, yes, that's horrible and you grieve, but when you have a miscarriage, not only did you lose someone that you were hoping to meet, your body also went through like a traumatic experience. So you have physical pain along with emotional pain, and it's just difficult. You still go into postpartum after, like, your body is recovering, your hormones are recovering or adjusting, and so that is a process that people don't talk about. And so I feel like I just been struggling. I had a really hard week this week, which is probably why I wanted to sit down and make this video and talk about it, because I want to continue the conversation surrounding miscarriages. I feel like people think that I am okay, and I understand why. Like, I do present myself on social media as I am doing okay, and for the most part I am, you know, in fleeting moments of like posting on stories or having a good day or going out and shooting content to post, I am doing well. But it's little moments of silence that people don't realize, even my husband, because I don't communicate that to him, that I'm being quiet because I'm having a moment, because something triggered me, because I had a memory flashback or something like that. There has been a lot of pregnancy announcements, obviously, throughout 2020. It's like the coronavirus, like a baby boom is happening, and a lot of people are giving birth, and a lot of people are still announcing their pregnancies. And I am genuinely happy for everyone who is currently pregnant, and I pray that they have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. But it also affects me in a way that I wasn't ready, that I wasn't expecting. It's like, I'm happy for you, but I also feel sad for myself, especially when I hear someone's due date is in June, because that's when my due date was in June. And so it just makes me feel, especially like if I know the person, or if it's like a circle of friends or something, and their due date is in June, I just feel like, oh wow, like, we would have been pregnant together, our babies would have been growing up together. So there's always like that, like, in the back of my head. Even though like I'm happy, I'm also sad for myself. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. It's a really, like, a really how many times am I gonna say really? It's a real, like, crazy roller coaster ride of emotions to be going through and navigating through. I feel like a lot of times I have to give myself grace when I feel unmotivated to be productive and do a lot of things. Like, this week was emotionally tough for me, and I haven't been working out, and I can't like beat myself up about it. Like, I have to like give myself the time and space to really kind of sit in my feelings and just let it be. Acknowledge that I am still grieving and I am still in pain, and it's tough. I just feel like some days I just feel like I'm struggling to keep up with life. I have this image in my head of like me being like physically stuck, unable to like move, and like the world is just spinning around me, like there's a tornado of life moving around me, and I'm just standing there like watching it go by. And it's crazy to literally have that image in your head and feel that way. And I mean, I think that's it for this video. Honestly, I don't want to make a really long video about this. I just kind of want to give you an update and connect with you if you're struggling with the same thing. I am currently looking into going into therapy. I have been doing a little bit of research, and I feel like that's my next step in this process. But I've never gone to a therapist before, so if you have any recommendations, you can leave them in the comments below. But anyway, that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below and subscribe to my channel for more and to support me in my YouTube journey. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I will see you in another video.